It's where business,
whether you're a manufacturer, a marketing person, or a retailer, you can't afford to miss this show.
networking,
You get to meet great contacts. You see people that you talk to on the phone a lot.
and education.
The education upstairs is just, out of this world. Yeah, the top people doing the top education.
Collide. Welcome to SHOT Show TV. I'm Rachel Kopchak. Another very busy and productive day right here on the trade show floor. SHOT Show attendees are getting up close and hands-on with thousands of products. Members of the press are also getting a closer look at the latest innovations at the new product center. The area is sponsored by Nissan, who showed off their own new Titan XD. This model on display is completely decked out with zero-gravity seats and tent attached.
Nissan is known for its innovation, and we've got this thing chock full of innovation. And you walk around the floor here and you walk through the new product center, you see a lot of that. And that's what we're about, is developing products that really meet the needs of the consumer out there and the evolving needs of the consumers.
This week, 2,500 members of the media from the U.S. and around the world are here, including radio personalities. They have set up shop at Radio Row on level 3 of the Venetian. SHOT Show even has its own TV studio that I've had the honor to host all throughout this week. Here's a look at some of our guests. Welcome to SHOT Show TV. I'm Rachel Kopchak, and I'm up here on the live stage inside the Sands Expo Hall, and I am joined now by Will Fowler and Andy Morgan, who are both with Frog Talks. It's great to have you guys up here with me. Welcome.
Thank you. Good to be here.
Yes. Why don't you tell us a little bit about the history of Frog Talks? What are you all about?
Well, Frog Talks was founded in 1996 on a very simple premise, and that is keep common folks comfortable in their outdoor environments. We didn't want to compete with anybody that already existed in the marketplace. We wanted to create a rainwear and outerwear that was unique, that was effective, and that was affordable for any budget. And that's what we based our business on, and we continue that model today.
Yeah. Andy, how effective is it? You're a professional fisherman, and you're wearing one of the jackets now?
Yes, ma'am. In my line of work, I've always said, and I've said this for many years, you have to have two things. You have to have good sunscreen and good rain gear. And this pilot suit has been exceptional. It keeps you dry, it keeps you warm, it keeps you in the game. Because if you're not comfortable, your head's not in the game.
Right. Do you want to talk a little bit about some of the more features of what you're wearing and the functionality of it all for you when you're out? Walk us through, your life when you're out there fishing.
Sure. Well, when you're out there fishing on the boat, in the water, you have a lot of long days, and a lot of times if bad weather, if it's raining, if it's snowing, you have to be comfortable.
Right.
You have to be breathable.
That's
The
right.
suit has to breathe. It's a super breathable material, Will. It's the name of the material is the...
This is the Pilot, and it's our upper end fabric, and it is has a very high water holdout and breathability rating. It is our flagship material, and the Pilot suit is our flagship suit. As you see, Andy is wearing the Mossy Oak Bottomland Pilot, and this differs a little bit from our fishing jacket. And then you got the large bellows pockets that will hold a box of shells for waterfowlers, that sort of thing.
Right.
Lots of storage. Same basic material, but this guy is a very, very effective outer shell. It is completely waterproof, windproof, breathable, bibs or pants. So you got different combinations you can do with it. It's extremely lightweight, packable, and the breathability lets you wear it 4 seasons.
That's great. That's what you want when you're out there.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Now tell us a little bit about some of the new technology you all are developing and the
Well,
new products you have coming
Sure,
out.
sure. Dry Pour is Frog Tog's microporous barrier that makes us waterproof and windproof. 2016 launches Dry Pour Gen 2. And with the Gen 2 Dry Pour, which is the microporous film, waterproof, windproof, breathable barrier, we are increasing water holdout sometimes 150, 200% depending on the product family, and breathability in some cases is up 1,000% over the old product, which was still a very viable product. So we've made some tremendous gains in the performance of our fabrics with absolutely no increase in cost.
That's great. Now, what differentiates the Frog Talks product from something else on the market that you get to use when you're out in the real world?
Again, it's super breathable. It keeps you comfortable. It's very movable because it's lightweight and it's very affordable.
Right. How cost effective is it?
We'll put this material up against any material that's out there.
Absolutely.
At any price point. And we're talking $1,000 rain suits, $700 rain suits, and you can buy this one sub 300.
Right.
So.
Now, what else can people expect to find out here at SHOT Show? What else do you guys have with you?
Oh, you know, Frog Togs, the family of products that we provide, we have personal cooling products in the Chili Pad, Chili Dana cooling caps. We have headwear, camo and standard, waterproof headwear, bucket hats, boonie hats. We have mud boots. We have a full line of wade wear, hunting, fishing, waders, and accessories. We've got 6 different fabric families that we make rainwear and outerwear out of. So, I mean, if you're an outdoorsman, there's something in the Frog Togs booth that you can use either every day or in your hunting, fishing lifestyle. So, I mean, you know, we got casual wear, whatever you need for outerwear, we provide it. So.
And you can afford it.
Yeah,
And you can
absolutely.
afford it. Awesome. Thank you guys both so much.
Thanks for having
I'm
us.
Rachel Kopchak, and this is SHOT Show TV. I'm here in the live TV studio, and I'm joined now by Mike Duke. He is the law enforcement SME for VirTra. Welcome.
Good morning, Rachel. How are you?
I'm wonderful. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good.
Good. Why don't you tell us a little bit about what VirTra does?
VirTra, we're based out of Tempe, Arizona. What we do is we manufacture use of force and marksmanship platforms for military and law enforcement.
Okay. And give us a little bit of background on your history in law enforcement.
As far as my background, I was in the U.S. Army for 4 years. I was a paratrooper, and then I got out and became a police officer. I was a police officer for 20 years in Mesa, Arizona. It's a suburb of Phoenix. I did 20 years there and retired as a sergeant.
Wow. Now that expertise has really led you to help in some of the development of the simulators you guys offer. Why don't you tell us about some of those and how your background has influenced it?
Yeah, absolutely. As far as the systems we have what's called a V300 system. That's a 5-screen, 300-degree system. It's use of force based, scenario based. So my background is used in creating the scenarios and creating the training content for the simulator. So what's good about the system is that I was used to always being on one screen, 100 degrees. Is there some training value to it? Yes, but I saw in my experience of 20 years that created some bad training habits, not moving, off your target and things like that. With the new system now, we can integrate tools that officers use on a daily basis, like their duty weapon, tasers, pepper spray, their rifles, and they can integrate that into the system and go through scenarios. And with our scenarios specifically, they're just not what people commonly refer to as shoot, don't shoot. What we do is we integrate anything an officer could come across on a daily basis, whether it be a domestic violence call, dealing with an emotionally disturbed person, traffic stops, and we can change those scenarios up actually as they're going through, so it's as if they're actually on a call. So that's what's kind of unique about the system.
Wow. And then you also update the system as well with new scenarios or new things that are happening, right? In the
yes,
news, in the media that come up, and you can really update it and keep people on, in tip-top shape.
Yes, ma'am. As obviously as laws change throughout the country and as training progresses, I make some new scenarios to obviously, like you said, be up to date with what's going on out there right now. A lot of things going on right now is the escalation and de-escalation of situations. As law enforcement officers, you have to be probably the biggest skill you have to have is have good verbal skills. If you don't have those good verbal skills, a situation that could commonly be very easy could turn bad very quickly.
Right.
So.
How do the simulators help with increasing those verbal skills?
As far as the simulator, again, you have that safety aspect where you're not doing it out on the street. You can make mistakes inside the simulator that you can't make out in person. You can't call a timeout. You can't, just run away. As officers, we're expected to, run into a situation and deal with it. With the simulator, you can get in there and, like I said, make a mistake, whether it be, verbal skills or whatnot. You can work on those things that you're having issues with and get better at it. So, again, we would rather you make those mistakes inside a simulator than out there in the street and get yourself hurt or God forbid, someone else get hurt.
Right. Now, are there cost savings involved for law enforcement when they use this?
Oh, absolutely. Obviously, when it comes to ammunition, alone, you're talking thousands of dollars that law enforcement agencies spend every year in ammunition. Give you an example, in our simulator, for every 4 or 5 trigger pulls, it's only going to cost the agency a penny to use. So think about the cost savings in that alone. So, and also in the use and abuse of equipment, Typically, your average handgun or rifle would only last maybe 30,000 rounds or so before you have to do major things to it. The life of our weapons used in the simulator are going to be twice that long. So you don't have to worry about, again, cost of replacing weapons and so forth. So.
Right. What are the other simulators you have?
The others, well, obviously we talked about the main one, the B300, and you can get that in a 180 version, which is 3-screen, or a 100, which is portable. But our other big product that we like is our BST Pro. And what that is a marksmanship system, and that's based on ballistics. Right. So an example would be you take the information on the side of an ammo box that you purchase, right, and you would put that inside the computer, and you can implement environmentals such as wind. So if you have a 20-mile-an-hour wind outside, let's say like here in Vegas, during the summer it can get 110 right, degrees. Well, you can put that temperature inside the computer as well, because as people know that use weapons out on a range, that can affect the ammunition as you're firing depending on the environment. Mm-hmm. So what the company has done, they got with Lockheed Martin and got the company to validate our system down to a .002, which basically says that it's accurate as if you're out on an actual range. So which is really cool. So again, when you're talking, you asked earlier about cost savings. Again, I can put someone on a range, and instead of spending $100 on a box of ammunition, I'm looking at maybe $1 or $2 getting the same type of training, right, and it's realistic.
It's realistic. It's so realistic, in fact, that Hollywood's a little bit involved too. How is Hollywood involved? Hollywood's
involved in, we have a content team that a lot of the guys, their backgrounds are involved where they were on Hollywood movie sets and production and making movies and TV. So they actually help teach me on how to make these things more realistic. So when we go out and film, it's actually like filming on a movie set. Right. And we actually use real actors. We use real environments. So let's say, like, I guess Jason Bourne movie is being filmed here right now. So it'd be the same premise. I would pick a location where I want to film a scenario. I go out, we set up a movie set. We actually hire real actors. So they'll go out and seek these actors out for certain parts and bring those in. And the reason we do that is, my experience in law enforcement, we're not very good actors as police officers. We don't have that emotion, so I notice with using an actor, they can portray that emotion, whether it be anger or being emotionally upset and things like that, and it does make a big difference. Yeah. For me, when I see officers go through these scenarios and they give me feedback saying, hey, this is the best training I've had in years, and it's very realistic. So it makes me feel good that I'm giving back to those that I used to work with.
Great, great work. Thanks so much. We appreciate your time. It's great talking with you. I'm back live with you inside the SHOT TV studio, and I'm joined now by the president of Battle Arms Development, George Huang. George, it's great to be here with you.
It's great to be here.
All right, tell everybody a little bit about Battle Arms Development and how you started this company.
I started the company about 7 years ago. It's because I couldn't find products that on the market that meets my demands. So I'm an engineer as a background, and been in the film entertainment industry for many years, for 20 years, and so I couldn't help but take things apart and try to improve upon it. So I've been in the film entertainment industry, working with Disney, Walt Disney Imagineering, Universal Studios. We also build out the theme parks for other companies and casino resorts. We do special effects, lighting, electrical, just special, basically new product developments that are unusual and one of a kind. So I took that into the firearm industry and decided to make a weapon that is to my taste and to my standards. So we start off with small components and work our way up brick by brick, making safety selectors, takedown pins, magazines, release buttons. Now we're making receivers, barrels, gas blocks, buffer systems, stocks. So pretty much we're at about 80% of the AR components from scratch, complete own design. And hopefully by this year we'll be 99% all battle arms.
Amazing. So tell us about what you have here.
This is our latest product. We call it a BAD PDW, a personal defense weapon. It's a monolithic receiver, and it has the stock system is built in to the machine as one piece as the lower receiver. So what happens with this is it's much stronger and lighter, and a much more robust system than a traditional bolt-on. But we also have a bolt-on system for receivers that are your standard. People don't want to get rid of their own receivers, and we have something that can bolt on to a standard AR receiver.
And you also have the ultra lightweight as well, right?
Yes, we also
I got to
develop-
test that out in the booth yesterday,
Yes.
and I got to tell you, it's extremely lightweight.
Yes.
And you were saying you could even fire it one arms, not really, not too
Absolutely.
much recoil.
Absolutely. We have a weapon system we developed with Bentwood Gunsmithing, and there's 3.9 pounds. It's called the OIP, or ounces is pounds. And that was a completely dedicated lightweight project we designed from the ground up. We designed the receivers, the gas block, the stock system, the buffer. So we built one that's all titanium, aluminum, steel, and carbon fiber. That's 3.9 pounds. And the recoil system is so great that it feels like a .22. So you can hold a single hand and shoot it single-handedly.
And you guys also have a cure for the common AR-15. What is that cure?
Well, we try to improve upon every product, every component in the AR. So that's whether it's making it lighter, stronger, ambidextrous, better ergonomics, or more accurate. So all those things that we improve upon every component, subcomponent of the AR-15, from the barrels to the receivers to the stocks to the safety.
Right.
So, or even make it easier to install. I know building the ARs are very, I know it takes pleasure. A lot of people take pleasure in building their own ARs, and there are certain components of the ARs very, very difficult to install. So we, for example, our pivot and takedown pins, we made it so that it has an easy guide channel with magnetic assist. Takes you 3 seconds to install the pivot pin. So that's a one-time thing, but again, we make that user experience that much easier. We make the bolt catch, has a set screw for the bolt catch, so you don't have to push in a roll pin. We have a receiver which has the set screw for the back of the rear takedown pin spring, so when you take the stock off, the spring doesn't go shoot across the room. Little things that improve upon the user experience.
And another part of your user experience is you've had a little bit of fun with Disney inspiration and some Marvel, right? What are those products?
We have a theme this year. Our booth is it's called a BAD Lab, and it's kind of a takeoff or homage to the secret agent James Bond kind of Q's laboratory with a lot of mad scientists and engineers creating different type of weapon systems. So we have a theme in there which we have weapons that are painted and ceramic coated to match with us, inspired by the Star Wars Stormtroopers or the Boba Fett Bounty Hunter. We have a 300 Spartan theme, all bronze finished rifle. We have a Darth Vader theme, just all inspired by those popular pop culture, whether it's Iron Man or Captain America. So I know not every one of us could be fortunate enough to be a law enforcement or special operator, but we're wanted to do something fun where the casual shooters or the all of us can kind of bring in a lighter side of the business into firearms.
Exactly. All right, thanks. And if people want to come check out Battle Arms Development, where can they? Online, and give them the show.
Yes, you can visit us at www.battlearmsdevelopment.com or at SHOT Show booth 6107.
Awesome. Thanks so much, George. It's definitely worth checking out the products and also the fun Stormtrooper inspired gear as well. So many great discussions happening right here inside the SHOT Show TV studio. But this is not the only place to find new insights. SHOT Show TV's Raquel Rodriguez joins us with more.
Thanks, Rachel. Industry leaders are sharing their knowledge with retailers and law enforcement officers to help them stay ahead of the curve. One of those ways is staying up to date on marketing to the shooter of tomorrow. Those include millennials, first-time gun buyers, women, and minorities. You'll need to cater your advertising to each group differently, but overall, they want to know they're going to be safe. Other important factors for women that influence their gun selection include fit, quality, and practicality. When it comes to the younger generation, you'll want to remind them to bring their friends. And remember, this is a multicultural market.
The easiest thing that you can do is change your imaging out there. If you got 10 pictures on your website and they all look like the same face and color, just mix them up. Take different pictures, go to censusbureau.com, understand what your market looks like, the demographic makeup, and match that in your marketing and advertising.
I think that a lot of people sort of have an idea that it's the middle-aged white male that's the only one interested in the sport, and really what this seminar was about was it includes the whole gamut, kind of cradle to grave.
Meanwhile, law enforcement agencies considering a patrol rifle program learned key information from a panel of industry experts. Daniel Defense hosted this session that covered what to look for when selecting a rifle and best practices for the purchase process. When submitting your bid, be sure to give the exact brand and model number you want, and always remember trade-ins can help offset your costs.
You've got generally old or obsolete or unused or not in service firearms, so they've got value. Trade them in.
And if your trade results in surplus funds, be sure to ask for a trade credit instead of cash to keep control of the funds within your agency.
That's some great advice. Now, while you're here, you'll also want to check out the NSSF booth that's on level 2. By becoming an NSSF member, you'll help promote, protect, and preserve hunting and the shooting sports. There are different membership categories that can fit your needs.
One of the things you guys need to take very serious, NSSF. They're doing so much for you out there in the world. They're spending a lot of money on the right thing. Get out there, support them as much as you possibly can.
What a great way to show support for this industry and this show by becoming a member of the NSSF. Now we leave you with some sights and sounds from the NSSF member reception. I'm Rachel Kopchak, and you're watching SHOT Show TV.
Ever want to accessorize your tactical rifle? Then you want the tactical excellence of GunTech USA. GunTech, a family-owned and operated manufacturer of tactical accessories for AR-15, AR-10, and AK-47 style rifles. For nearly 3 decades, GunTech USA has been producing the finest quality pistol grips, rail systems, scope mounts, slings, compensators, flash hiders, hand guards, iron sights, and more. Check online at GunTechUSA.com to see their vast selection of parts and accessories and to locate a dealer near you. Whether you do your own gunsmithing or you have it done, when customizing your tactical rifle, insist on tactical excellence. Insist on GunTech USA parts. GunTech, a proud supporter of the Second Amendment and friends of Arms Room Radio. Check them out online today at GunTechUSA.com. That's GUNTECUSA.com. GunTech USA. Defining tactical excellence for over 26 years.
Mother Nature's harshest conditions call for the toughest kind of gear. That's why Frog Tog's Pilot Fabric technology is designed to withstand the worst of the worst. Pilot Fabric technology is Frog Tog's highest waterproof and breathability rating of any suit we build. The first layer is soft to the touch, but tough as nails and treated with durable water repellent. This stops the fabric from soaking up any water or liquids and prevents it from becoming weighted down in heavy rain. The middle layer consists of Frog Tog's famous dry pore micropore film. It pores 20,000 times smaller than a drop of water. This keeps the water and moisture from penetrating the fabric, yet allows heat vapor to escape, making it waterproof and breathable. The third layer of the Pilot technology is a soft material that provides a comfortable experience that comes with only the highest quality rainwear. Frog Tog's technology guarantees you keep doing what you love.
When you need a weapon, time is precious. Great Day's center lock overhead gun rack is mounted within arm's reach and can mean the difference between you and your family being survivors or statistics. It fits most crew cab pickups and SUVs with center door posts. Our quick draw gun rack for Jeep Wrangler also installs quickly without drilling or bolting, so it won't void your vehicle manufacturer's warranty. Great Day is America's premier gun rack manufacturer. All of our racks are framed with military-grade aluminum and finished in durable, powder-coated enamel. Guns are held securely in cushioned moldable gun clips with Velcro straps that adjust to different sizes and styles of guns. Visit booth 919 for these and other quality products. Proudly made in the USA by Great Day.
Stop, come back here. Hector, what's going on today?
We were just playing, man.
Man, just relax. Stay up on the porch. We'll be out of here in a minute. Hey, you guys settle down. Settle down. We got a few complaints. We'll be out of here in just a minute. As soon as we figure out what's going on.
See your hands.
Just relax. Stay up on the porch. We'll be out of here in a minute. Hey, you guys settle down. As soon as we figure out what's going on.
Did you know there's a way to promote your business while at the same time introducing new and diverse people to the shooting sports? The National Shooting Sports Foundation's First Shots program does exactly that. NSSF's member ranges use the First Shots program to not only help individuals get started, but also as a way to showcase their businesses to the community and demonstrate how our industry promotes safe and responsible firearms ownership. Within 6 months of attending a First Shots event, 43% of participants returned to the host range an average of 6 times, and 49% have spent an average of $681 on equipment. For information on how to bring First Shots to your range, visit firstshots.org.